NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. We've got the Boston Celtics taking on the Detroit Pistons. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. Someone we'll be keeping an eye on, guys. B-Train.
And he's a screen setter, Kevin. It's something that's very underrated, but you watch him, if you're locked in on him, you'll see all the screens he sets, ball screens, and lateral screens away from the basket. He's got them all down, and then he's got the ability also to roll to the rim and finish.
You know, something else with him, you can't forget about his skill as a pull-up shooter. I mean, you give him too much room, and he won't hesitate for a second to raise up and spray you with that jab.
You look at Detroit. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
Well, being on the road for the first two games, realistically, you're hoping for a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand right now. They've stolen home court advantage, and now they just need to hang on to it.
Yeah, Steve, that's easier talked than walked. Despite getting that split, I still have them as the underdog in this series. I mean, it's a very good team they're up against, and they're not just going to roll over either. That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Lights out, passes to Captain Clutch. Here's the three. Shot is off. Now Boston takes it the other way. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it. There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Monty Williams. Stealing a win on the road was huge for them, but Coach said that protecting their home court is an even bigger issue. And to do that, he says the key is aggressive defense. As he put it, we want to prevent them from getting into any kind of comfort zone at our end of the floor. Guys, back to you.
And thank you, Doris.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
The pass to the prodigy. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot two. Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. All free throws good from the prodigy. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Insanity. The finger will finish at the back. Insanity's got his first basket of the night.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Pass to Rogers. Here's the Prophet. The three. That's good. The Prophet's got 5 points so far.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Captain Clutch passes to Insanity. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Insanity's got his second basket of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Captain Clutch. Puts the lead pass in front of him.
I'll tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Celtics passing it around. Pass to Rogers. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the prodigy. No good. And the Pistons now going the other way. A steal. The pass to the prophet. Tatum. Boston again missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
So it's Boston now after the miss from the body. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
The machine passes to Insanity. The machine. Second shot opportunity. There's the block. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Well, you take a look at Insanity, third in assists and a great leader.
Seems like he's taking it upon his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved here in the postseason. What a passing display he's done. He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's the prodigy. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Both free throws good from the prodigy. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Insanity. He's got 5. The bodyguard. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Celtics trailed by 7. The prodigy passes to Brown. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brown's got his first 2 points.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
For Boston, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's P-Train, takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. The Pistons have gone just a shade under 50% from the field, 5 of 11. Insanity the pass to Captain Clutch, lights out, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Well, they already have him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Here's the prodigy. Here's Insanity. Here's the bodyguard, and it's blocked. Passes it to the prodigy. Passes to Rogers. Claims the three-pointer. Rogers has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
The Pistons leading. Here's Insanity. He's got 5. Pass to B-Train. Makes the lead pass. And Brown throws it down hard.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation. Send a
message and put it on the highlight reel for later.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. It got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yep, reminds me a lot of myself in my younger days too, guys. Oh wait, maybe not. Well, I really admire low post scoring. It's kind of a lost art, guys. The footwork, the deception, and he's just got an assortment of moves down there.
Yeah, he's a ballerina in the post, Steve. That's what he is. One of the most fascinating parts of the game for me to watch. A combination of strength, balance, explosion, and touch all rolled into one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford. He's checked in for B-Train. And it's Holiday in for the prodigy. Brown outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Into Al Horford. And he uses the glass on the way. And the Celtics lead by 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Every time it gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
They get it again. Duran. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Holiday. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense. These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Here's Ivy. That one's good from the corner. Ivy's got his first points of the game. The Celtics shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
Pistons trail by 4. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. He kicks it to Cunningham. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. From deep. Cunningham's shot is off.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Now here is Horford. And White kicks to Holiday. Tillman. Back to Holiday. Second chance effort. Some solid defense from Cunningham.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, he totally collapsed the defense on him.
Poked loose. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession. Boston making a switch here. 34 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside White. Richard defended by Cunningham. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham off the pick from Harris. Cunningham kicks to Harris. And the layup is good.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Got it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter. And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
Tobias Harris is out there with Reed. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Ivy in at the 2-guard spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Now here's White after the miss from Ivy. Here's the Prophet. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And on top of that, they're really starting to knock down that long-range 3-ball tonight as well.
B-Train's checked in for the Celtics. And pushing it up, here's Boston. The shot's good from the Prophet. The Prophet's got 9.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Here's Richard. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark Power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Well, you look at B-Train, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, lights out.
And you love the aggressiveness that both these guys have shown in the postseason, really rebounding the ball well.
The Celtics haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. First one falls for it.
Well, great focus at the free throw line and taking care of business.
That's exactly how you keep on the lead. 100% free throwing for the quarter, that'll do it.
The Prodigy is checked in for White. Here's Ivy. Here's lights out. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The Celtics making a switch here. On the pass to the Prodigy. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. The Prodigy's got 6 points.
Come on, back it up, man.
Now here is Harris. D right on him. Lights out, passes to Beasley. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's the Prophet. Detroit with the rebound. Lights out's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hardaway kicks to Ivy. They get a hand on it. The Prophet passes to Beasley. And it's blocked by Ivy. And they'll keep possession. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. The Machines check in for Tobias Harris. And it's Captain Clutch in for Hardaway. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
It's obvious he's hurting. I mean, he's going to tough it out, though, and continue to contribute on. You got to give him credit for that.
Here's Richard. Passes it to B-Train. And he banks in the layup. B-Train's got his second basket of the night.
So they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Here's the Prodigy. It's blocked. Pass to Captain Clutch. One shot on the way. Rebound Boston. B-Train's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And there's the pass to the Prodigy. Bangs home the trifecta. The Prodigy's got 9 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Boston now. They're on a 17-7 run. Passes to the Prodigy. Here's Richard. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. He's got 6.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
He feeds it to Ivy. He passes to Captain Clutch. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Boston leading by 11. The shot's good from the Prodigy. The Prodigy's got 11 points. The Pistons have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Poked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Richard. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Rogers check in for Boston. Here's B-Train. Pass to the prodigy. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. He's got 13.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
The bodyguard passes to the machine. The shot's no good. Nice D from the prodigy. Here's the prophet. Here's the prodigy. Drops in the layup for two. The prodigy's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Here's Ivy. He's got 6. They need this. And the layup is up and in. Ivy's got 8.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Tatum. It's rebounded bodyguard.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Here's Ivy. 8 points for him. Here's the machine. Rejected by Rogers. Tatum. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
How did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
The Pistons shooting a 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Insanity is checked in for Detroit. Now the pass to B-Train. It's rebounded by Lights Out. Lights Out's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Captain Crutch passes to Lights Out.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter. Some fantastic numbers here for Lights Out. He has 9 points and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
No, that's important. When you get to the foul line, any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
Rebound, Detroit.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Hooked him clean. Plays it in off the breakaway. 6 points for B-Train.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low bar.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Here's Insanity. He has 5, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Well, you look at B-Train. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
Well, you know, the 3-point shot, Kevin, can be a game-changing play. I mean, I've seen games become blowouts, and blowouts become close thanks to the 3-point shot. It's a huge asset, and these guys capitalize on it big time.
Gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 16.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Here's Lights Out. 11 points in the game. Can't hit from 12. Insanity to pass to Captain Clutch. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Captain Clutch has got his second basket. Celtics leading by 14. Passes it to B-Train, and it's Lights Out with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I'd prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Here's the bodyguard. Good on the triple. The bodyguard's got 10 points.
Yeah, absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
So it's the Celtics now. It's a 13-point game. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's the prodigy, and it's off from three-point range. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. The finger roll finish at the bucket. That's 7 points for the captain.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Insanity to pass the lights out. Here's the prodigy. 15 points in the game. Pass to Rogers. Launches a three, and the shot is good. Rogers has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Pass to lights out. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. The shot's good from B-Train. B-Train's got 10 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
There's the pass to the body guard. Will it go? Here's insanity. Detroit, no good that time either. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. The prodigy having a great impact in this game.
I loved his approach, guys. He came out aggressively, took the ball into the teeth of the defense, and either got points at the rim or drew fouls.
Most of the time he's been drawing fouls. He has the free throw thrown to the showboard as well as a few nicks and bruises.
On the floor for Boston. Prodigy is out there with Rogers. Here's B-Train. Then it's the Prophet. Here's Rogers. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons trailed by 18. The machine passes to Insanity. Here's Captain Clutch. Pass to the body guard. Insanity. Shot clock at 6. The machine passes to lights out. They swipe it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth. Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup. Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
For Detroit, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Boston leading by 18. Pass to Rogers. Here's the Prophet. Knocked loose. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's the break. Here's B-Train. Soft touch off the glass. B-Train's got 12.
You have to give them a lot of credit for the way they've forced these turnovers.
Yeah, you do have to give them credit, Steve. I mean, you look up and see how many points they've converted them into, and it's a huge factor in the game right now.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Captain Clutch for the three. And Boston with the rebound.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
The pass to B-Train. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And he makes the first. Good on both. This Pistons squad struggling. Here's the machine. And a pick comes off the rim, but it sinks right in. The machine's got his second bucket of the night. Tatum. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from the machine. And they're moving it up. Captain Clutch passes to Insane. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Here's lights out. Rejected by Rogers. And they get it back.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
There's the triple. That one goes. Count. Rogers has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
Well, and as hot as they've been, there's no need to change their offense. Just continue to play the way you're playing. You're going to get open looks.
So it's Boston now. Gets it to go. 8 points for him.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Detroit, no good that time either.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Shot denied. Here's the bodyguard, and he jams it with authority.
Reverberation throughout the entire building on that one.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flip.
Oh, the signature Kevin Harlan call. Up high and down hard.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Up and in with force after the offensive rebound. I like that tenacity.
Yeah, he is so sturdy. He just battles for every rebound.
Such a wide open look. 11 points in the game.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Insanity. 7 points in the game. Shots good from bodyguard.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
The prodigy passes to Rogers. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
Passes to Captain Clutch. Here's the bodyguard. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Insanity. Rogers pulls it in. Rogers has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The Celtics making a switch here. Here is Cunningham, guarded by Rogers. Pass to Insane. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Detroit.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
It's Brown with the drive. From down in the low post, it goes. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Now here is Harris. Here's Cunningham. Lays out, but they recover it. Here's the bodyguard. That is good. The bodyguard's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Down pitch to Holiday. He passes it to Rogers. Brown outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Now the pass to Insane. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's Brown with the drive. That's good. Brown's got 11 points.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
Feeds to Horford. Pass to Rogers.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
White, he's checked in for Rogers. Now here's White. Holiday with the three. No good. Here's Insanity. He's covered by Brown. Boston's gone 4-6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Brown, right side. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
Here is Cunningham. He has 5. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Brown. A Holiday. The feed now to Brown. Dishes to White. Three-pointer. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Here is Cunningham. Passes it to Insanity. Kicks it to Hayes. And the three off target. Here's Boston now. They're on an 18-7 run. Holiday dishes to White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Knocks it loose. Here's Insanity, guarded by Holiday. Gets the bucket. 14 points for Insanity.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Brown the pass to White. He dishes it to Horford. He kicks it to Holiday. No good from outside. And, well, Detroit shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Pass to Insanity. Pulls it up. Releases from the lane and drills it. The Insanity's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Brown kicks to Horford. Tillman. Back to Horford. Outside Holiday. Lock at 6. Brown dishes to Holiday. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Celtics making a switch here, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Here's Ivy. 8 points for him. No one near him. Hardaway, no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. White with it. Beasley covering. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Here's Ivy. He's covered by Brown. Ivy kicks to Beasley. Duran. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Celtics making a switch here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Tobias Harris is out there with Hardaway. And it's Reed, and it's Ivy in at the point. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. The first one falls, and the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in, and so he hits both. And Detroit has possession. Cunningham off the pick from Hardaway. Here is Cunningham. The dish to Beasley. Drills it from outside. Boston shooting impressively throughout at 62%. He feeds it to White. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Pistons shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Beasley outside. There's the pass to Hardaway. Harris outside. Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Cunningham's gone 2 of 4 from distance tonight. Passes it to B-Train. Rejected by Harris. He passes to Cunningham. Harris kicks to Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. Now White. Richard, defended by Cunningham. White drives in. Here's B-Train. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for B-Train. He's got 14 points and 2 steals as well.
His offense has matched his defense today. He's been excellent on both ends.
Steve, exactly right. You can't say enough about the overall job he's been doing.
And he knocks down the first one. Boston making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Both free throws good from B-Train. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Cunningham off the pick from Hardaway. He used that pick to perfection.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to B-Train. Celtics passing it around. Hurd. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Hardaway passes to Beasley. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. And that's now 6 points for Beasley.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeout.
Holiday gets the bucket. Here is Cunningham. Duran. It's Beasley on the wing. And it's Beasley again missing. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
White, he's checked in for Boston. The Pistons have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Cunningham off the pick from Harris. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 7 now in this quarter.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And White kicks to Richard. Back to White. From deep. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
No good from Beasley. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Back to Hardaway. They get it back. Out to Harris. Harris gets the screen from Cunningham. Harris backing down. Feeds it to Beasley. Pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway is screen on White. Another shot. Cunningham's shot is off.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss. Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Detroit's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Cunningham off the pick from Hardaway. Cunningham dishes it to Hardaway. Beasley for 3. Here's Cunningham, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Shooting for Detroit. Cunningham. Shooting the 1.
%100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Now here's White. They set the screen. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Beasley. Here is Cunningham. Dishes it to Beasley. And he connects in the jumper. The screen did the trick.
I give him credit. He didn't have much confidence going in the first half, but he's picking up the pace here.
Now the feed to Holiday. Kicks it to White. Holiday, a screen on Harris. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. He dishes it to Hardaway. Fires it up. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Holiday with it. Beasley covering. And Holiday kicks to Richard. Back to Holiday. Richard guarded by Harris. Holiday the pass to White. Boston needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Not sure what he was thinking there, because that was not a good shot.
Yeah, it would help if he was actually capable of making it. Stay in your range.
And Hardaway gets it to go. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Richard. And he's good on the 3-ball.
I'll tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Holiday with it. Beasley covering. And Holiday kicks to Richard. They set the pick. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Misses the layup.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Beasley. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Beasley's got 10 points in just the second half.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
Now here is Holiday. And White kicks to Holiday. Hurd. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Here is Cunningham. Kicks it out to Beasley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Tillman, covered by Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Richard. Stolen away. Outside Hardaway. Cunningham. Back to Hardaway. He kicks it to Cunningham. Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Austin with the ball. Richard, for by Beasley. Tillman. Rebound, Detroit. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. Kicks it out to Beasley. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A good night for Beasley. He's got 13 points and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
And the first one at the line is good. Al Horford is checked in for Drew Holiday. Beasley hits them both. So it's the Celtics now. Outside, White. No good off the back of the rim. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's the dish to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. But they'll get another chance. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke, Kevin Holmes, and thanks for tuning in to the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals presented by 2K Sports. Now, Jordan presents the player of the game.
It's gonna be okay.